Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a quick tip. Let's talk about breaking stalemates a little bit here. I'm going to make a mistake here in terms of being a little bit over aggressive and not really timing it. So let's get going with it. But the point of this one, this particular quick tip, is if you get into a situation like this where you have guys playing the face punching game, right? And you can see the Black Prince is holed up on this side and the Basoto's holed up here. And he's looking that way, and this guy's looking this way, and these guys are doing the standard poke and peek and poke and peek, and everyone's losing hit points slowly as it's happening right there. One thing you can do is change or add an angle to this fight and break this thing down. So breaking a stalemate. Ideally, what you want to do is pay attention to the Black Prince when he fires, and perhaps the Basoto. Kind of use the camera to see what's going on. Ooh, look, I can see that actually right now. The Basoto is actually looking in my direction. Okay, so that makes this a little more dangerous. The CC-56 is coming around behind this guy. However, there are also tanks back up behind him, so he can't really come around this corner too hard because he'll start getting shot in the back. So that's kind of keeping him there. So we want to break down this fight. We have two guys here and 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks. But if we sit here and play peeky pokey, this Black Prince might start to build an advantage. All right, probably not. But we also, because this game is about time, is we'd like to kill these two as fast as possible to get to the rest of the map. Notice that we have 3 down, they have 4 down, so we got a decent advantage, but it's not a romple stomp as of right now. But if we can break these two down and free up all these tanks that are hanging out down here to move up over into the east, then this becomes a pretty easy win. So a lot of people don't want to do this, and I don't recommend just YOLOing across and taking a bunch of hits, okay? So the timing thing is important, but just as far as how to execute it or what to think about, and I get really unlucky. He didn't see me. I think the E-25 just took a random shot down there. Maybe it was because I was spotted a little bit earlier. I don't know exactly what happened right there, to be honest, but he takes a piece out of me crossing. So that hurts a bit. Obviously, if you're a one-shot, low hit points, this kind of thing doesn't work, but this is where now I'm trading some of my hit points for position and to break down this flank. I actually take another hit here. Get my engine broken. There we go. Come around, auto land, boom, and just like that, we have broken this flank. All right. Now, when the Black Prince fired, that's when I decided to spin around and shoot. Otherwise, I just keep going and turtle up against this church, which then gives him 2 ways to look and gives you an opportunity to come around the corner and shoot him when he's looking at someone else. So say this fight continued, he had more hit points, or maybe there was a couple other tanks right there. If you can get across in a situation like this, now you have 2 angles for the other team to deal with, and it makes it easier for your big boys. And, you know, as a bottom tier casemate TD, nothing else really going on. That was actually pretty big in helping break down this particular flank. Would these guys have probably won? More than likely, you can see the SMBCC was moving up, the M2Y and the HT number 6, but a few seconds earlier gets everybody else free to move around. So breaking down a flank like that or breaking down a stalemate just by changing the angle or even making them shoot at you, right? They took shots at me. That makes the other guys free to come out and pop and take them down. There you go. I don't think a lot of people like to do that because they don't like to give away their hit points at all. But sometimes it's really important to break down the stalemate so that the rest of your team can get on with winning the game. So there you go. That's Guido's quick tip for today. Have a good one. I hope it helped.